la 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 la. It's the News Review, coming right at you. Where three delightful animals have fun with what they do.
Hey everybody, this is a weird video, but we wanted to keep something for posterity because we're going to mail it away, and we'll tell you how that works all in a second. So, hello.
Hi everybody.
Anything you want to tell these nice people? Rachel.
I have a cool shirt.
Yeah.
Because I'm just a girl who loves possums.
Is it going to be Sprub or Burbs when I put it?
Oh.
I don't know. Anyways, okay, so we go to the swap meet every week. We find crazy stuff. Normally I buy toys. Austin and I are always looking for collectible toys. Rachel buys dolls. We buy DVD movies, Blu-rays.
Sometimes we buy personal stuff though. I bought yearbooks and returned them to people. It's fun when you can reunite something to somebody that they haven't seen in years because they lost storage or.
But a lot of times people will tell you no. They don't want it back.
Sometimes people don't.
Yeah,
but sometimes people.
Whatever it is.
I got a career, an 8-year job because we found something at a swap meet, which is a whole other story.
Whole other story.
But we reunited something with somebody that meant something to them, and they divorced and lost their storage. So it happens, and it happened again.
The thing I love the most about the swap meet is movie and television props, because I can identify them very quickly. I know I have a big knowledge of crazy nonsense. So when I walked up to a booth, they had a box of unused coloring books from 1974-ish of what TV show?
Might have been 72.
72?
Sure. Early 70s when this came out. And I saw you digging and taking longer than normal, and it was really hot, and I'm like, do I go to the next booth? Do I give him a little longer? I'm like, no, he's looking like this might be something good.
It's something good.
And we especially when we find historical things or things that should be preserved, things that if we didn't buy it, it would probably be
it's going in the trash.
Eventually in a trash can, because the swap meet vendors will keep stuff a week or two at the most, but especially paper goods, they just get over carrying it around. Plus it gets moisture from being set up so early
if it rains or mists, it's all destroyed.
They don't keep paper very long.
So it's a very short window to buy it.
When you find it, you gotta buy it because you know it would be in the trash next week.
So it was a full case of coloring books from a TV show called
News Review.
It's the News Review coming right at you. So early 70s, put on by a married couple, Doug and Emmy Jo, and their friends Henrietta Hippo, Freddie the Frog, Charlie the Owl.
I think they were newlyweds when they first started the show.
Yeah, and
they're still married.
It's a show I watched, a show you watched. So I'm like, it's
this show.
I know this coloring book, and coloring books from that era, not colored in, are rare to find because how could you resist?
Right.
Well, this was about 70 of them.
Uncolored,
brand new,
unsealed,
yeah,
brown paper wrapped around the coloring book.
So I'm interested. And then above them, there was a box of News Review fan club kits. I'll insert photos of those things in here so you'll be able to see them.
You still want to say what all was in there, right?
So it's a fan club kit of what?
So you got a bag, one of those little fake trick-or-treat paper, those.
Like the kind McDonald's would give you to go trick-or-treating.
Coupon in it, yeah. So you got a bag, and then you got a certificate showing you were in the fan club, which was unbelievable. Hello, why did my mom not sign me up?
We'd never
for
seen that.
She didn't sign me up.
And all you had to do to get it was either write the TV show or show up at a live event. If they must have done some meet and greets.
Bumper stickers.
And a big
huge
one.
Huge bumper stickers, bright, huge bumper stickers that still work. We'll explain that to you in a minute, to how we saw one get used right away.
So next to those, I'm already going to buy the 2 boxes. It doesn't matter how much he says, because I know we're gonna get to a price.
But you should probably say that usually I stop you at this point.
Oh yeah, no, she's right there going, you don't need this.
It has to be important stuff.
Because I buy
for you to spend bulk or
big boxes of paper
or a lot of money. Because to spend a lot of money is hard on us.
So next to it was a box of production materials from the TV show.
Now I'm
in.
Now I'm in.
The one I saw, 1973, 1974, letterhead, I'm in. Let's make a deal. So the guy comes over, he's really nice. Rachel comes over, and I'm like, this is News Review stuff. And she's, I know what that is. I know. And I said, okay, how much? And the guy's like, for what? I said, the whole thing.
And there was 3 boxes.
3 boxes at the beginning.
The production box,
the coloring books, the fan club kits. And so he shoots out a number, $200. And I'm thinking about it, and Rachel says,
Yes.
we'll take it.
I didn't hesitate.
And-
We didn't bargain. We didn't try to get them to go down on the price, which we don't normally do that.
No,
either.
I don't normally do that either.
Swap meet vendors
I'm not there to
usually-
cheat anybody.
Yeah, they're getting what they're asking out of it, so they're happy.
He wants 200?
We're paying
200.
full what they asked for, but I'm not going to bring it down.
So then he says, I have another box of that one, meaning the fan club kits, and I'll put that into him.
Yeah,
Like,
4
sure. Now, I've not looked any of this stuff up at that moment to see if it's actually valuable. New Zoo Review coloring books may be worth $1. I don't know. Odds are they're not. And at 70 of them, I can
It was
eventually...
of value to me. I could have a birthday party and give them out for life.
Yeah.
It was worth it to me because it was such a special show to me.
So we gave him the $200. We put 4 big boxes on our cart, and then what did we do?
And then he said...
Oh, he said...
He said, can I have one fan club kit? And he took the sticker, the bumper sticker, right off and stuck it on his truck. So we see every weekend
Yeah,
now.
we're like, of
He's
course.
got
I
his
gave him
huge
2.
Zoo
I said,
Review bumper sticker on the truck.
You didn't
It's
have to
so
bring out
cool.
the other box. I was going to buy it
think he knew who he
anyways.
was. It was a bumper sticker.
Oh yeah, he just
He thought it was cool.
He saw $200 and a dummy guy like me wanted to pay it, so everybody wins.
Yep.
So I go through the stuff. There's a lot of crazy stuff in this box. Eventually, I'll figure out what to do with all of it. But the best stuff was this. I'm going to show you how big it is. These are New Zoo Review letters written to the production company by children and their parents. And a lot of guys who like Emmy Joe. But like, look at this
history.
envelope. The New Zoo Review.
Everything has been stapled together with handwritten response to
Yeah.
what they received back. If they mailed them a bumper sticker or a fan club kit, sent one picture, sent
And
one
that would
autograph.
be on the New Zoo Review Henrietta Hippo letterhead. Now, we're going to read some of these, and this may be hard because why? What happened last time?
Now, 'cause we've
Yeah,
already
we
done
know what's
it.
in here.
But like, it's emotional. Like, this is history. These people took the time.
They loved this show.
Yes.
This show was
And
very
knowing
beloved.
that they're still together and that this show is
Well, we
their
should
life
also
and
say
their
that-
story.
We'll give the end away first. Why don't we? Right. So Doug and Emmy Joe are still alive, still married, and they just started posting on YouTube last month, March of 2023.
How weird is that?
Like their daughter's
Their
leading them
daughter
through live streams.
Runs their Instagram, and I posted our swap meet fun because
Yeah.
I always post my
And
swap
somebody
meet fun.
tagged them right
And
in
someone
it.
tagged them right away.
So
I don't
I
know.
dug all the way through the layers of YouTube to get to an email address. I emailed whoever it was and I said, I'm Jeff, this is Rachel. We found some stuff we want to send to you. And he wrote me back and said we would be honored to have it back. He doesn't know what it is. So I'm gonna mail all these back to Doug and Emmy Joe so they can
Belongs
have
with them.
their fan mail from 1974-ish.
Truly belongs in a museum.
Yeah, it does belong in a museum.
It belongs somewhere very special.
And like I always say about
they're special, so-
amazing swap meet finds is we're just the custodians. We keep it for a little while and we sell it, we give it away as a gift, or in this case, we return it to where it's supposed to go. And that makes me very happy.
And I still get a coloring book and a fan club thing, so it's
Yeah, we get to keep some of it, so it's not
you know,
it's a win-win for everybody. So we're going to read some of these. I have to get my reading glasses because I'm old.
I have everyday glasses.
Yeah. Okay, I'll put my reading glasses on now. I look like Homer
These are
Simpson.
so great.
Okay, so March 25th, 1974. To New Zoo Review. And review is spelled correctly. A lot of these is R-E-V-I-E-W. The very show they watch, they don't know how to spell. But this one's good. As my daughter watches your show every morning, I also watch your program. I think it is very educational and has much to offer. Could you please tell me where you receive your scripts? I am currently editor of 2 publications and would like to send you a script. So Mom wants to send a script. There may not even be a daughter for this one. Dear Mrs. Handler of Houston, Texas. This is from the production company back to her. We, the New Zoo Review, wish to thank you for your letter regarding an offer to send us a script written by you. However, we are very sorry, but we do not accept outside scripts. We wish you the best of luck. So, there you go. Look at this one. This one's adorable. It says, Dear New Zoo Review, and this was received December 13th, 1974. Dear New Zoo Review, spelled correctly. I watch your program all day and I like it very much. Could you send me a picture of you from John Griffin? John did not have a return address.
Oh.
So they did not send John a picture. They would have.
John Griffin, are you out there?
John Griffin of
is.
of Staten Island, New York, 1974.
Look at, so cute.
Yeah.
I just love him.
We'll paraphrase, like this one's pretty long. It's from June 1974. Dear Doug, Emmy Jo, Henrietta Hippo, Freddie Frog, Charlie Owl, and Miss Goodbody. Your show is the best show on Channel 27. Emmy Jo, love you. And could I have a picture of all of you and Doug and you and Henrietta Hippo? And, oh, it just keeps going on.
Yes, he repeats the names over and over.
Yours truly.
But I love the big, I love you at the bottom. Huge. Yeah. And it says, sent photo of the gang, Henrietta, Charlie, and Freddie.
Yeah.
So they got a
Look at this one. They
mail.
used some of Mom's cool jean letter, a memo. What's it called? Stationery.
Oh, yeah, they used to have that stationery.
Yeah. Dear Freddie the Frog, will you give me your autograph? You're a great fan of. Oh, you're a great fan of Mind. You're a great fan of Mind. Tom Butler, Gardena, California, and they sent him a picture.
Tom, are you still out there?
We'll take a break from letters real quick to show you this production picture. I don't know who this guy is, but
Maybe they know.
He's very happy with his Henrietta Hippo and Charlie the Owl plush. So that'll be in the box as well. January 1974. Emmy Jo, Doug, D-U-G, Doug. Charlie, Freddie, Hernie, Eddie. I think this would be Henry. Henrietta? Hernie Eddie. They wrote Hernie Eddie instead of Henrietta.
It's a hard name.
I watch your show, New Zoo Review, spelled wrong, and I really like it. I learn on it.
By the way, I would have definitely spelled it wrong.
I learn on it. I learn about understanding confidence and feelings and loving each other. Oh my God. Doug, you are cute, smart. Charlie, you are wise. Freddie, you are a good sport. Hernie Addie, you're a good singer. Emmy Jo, you are nice. Love, your fan, Sheila Howard, Hudson, Kentucky.
Oh.
Man, these are just the greatest things ever.
Say on the back what they get.
They sent him something.
They sent a postcard, but it says unsure due to incomplete
They just mailed it and hoped it got there.
So we don't
Some
know.
of these rural areas in 1974,
they might have still got it.
They might have gotten it.
Hopefully they still got it.
Dear Henrietta.
If not, we have a fan kit.
We can send one out.
We can send one out.
If you're watching, comment below and we'll send you a fan kit. Dear Henrietta, please send me your picture. You're nice. Thank you. Kathy Dixon, Dallas, Texas. And they did send a picture, according to the note.
I love that they stamped it. Received June 6, 1974. Like it was all done. Very organized.
Rachel
so
loves the organization part of it.
Like whoever was working for them, love it. Love it.
Okay, this one they used another show called The Curiosity Shop stationery, but it does look like Henrietta Hippo. And it's typed. This kid could type. Dear Zoo Review, February 1973. I watch you every morning and I love you. My mommy watches with me too. Even she says, you're the best kids show on TV. I love you all, especially Miss Henrietta and how she sings. I wish I could have a picture of you. Would you please send me one? I'm 5 years old and going to kindergarten. This week, oh wait, she says what a memory here. I'm 5 years old and go to kindergarten in the afternoon class. Do you remember in the 70s, there was a morning class and an afternoon class? We were always put in the afternoon class. My mother had to go down to the school and yell at them because she had to drop us off at 8:30 to go to work.
Why were you put in the afternoon class?
Because last name Tucker, T-U. They just do it alphabetically.
Oh, they let us pick.
Yeah.
Whatever works for your family.
Well, this girl says she's in the afternoon class, but this week I had my tonsils out and I get to watch you twice a day. I see you at 9:30 a.m. on Channel 12 and at 2:30 p.m. on Channel 61. I saw this card in the store and thought that Henrietta would think this hippo would be a good boyfriend. I love your show. I hope your show is on forever. Kim Peck, Madison, Ohio, age 8.
Still 8 years old. Look at her cute drawing.
Okay, you want to read one?
Yes, we do. Dear Doug, Amy Jo. Okay, we know the people's names.
We know
I'm
them.
skipping that part. We got the 2 pictures and the coloring book. So
it's a follow-up.
This is a follow-up.
This is a
And we like
correspondence.
it a lot. We are going to tune in to the 3rd season. Love, Carol and Karen. P.S. We especially like the coloring book and the pictures of you by Freddie's Pond and House. So Carol already wrote, and wanted to write back and say thank you.
That's
for
a
the
good
coloring
parent
book.
saying, you better write a thank you note to that hippo.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have our first one that has the response on the letterhead. I mean, we had one before. This one's better. So this is May 1974. Dear Sir, I would like to know how the puppets work on the new Zoo Review. Please send me a picture of how the puppets work with a person inside the costume. I am 9 years old and I like your show. Roger Dorman.
9 is a little old for this show.
Milltown, New Jersey.
Oh, Roger's still watching
Roger's
it.
watched it wondering how it's done. He wants to know how the sausage is made.
That's funny.
They write back, Dear Roger, thank you very much for your letter. As to how the new Zoo Review character actors are able to see and work while in costume, we hope the following satisfies your curiosity. Henrietta, she is able to see through the 2 holes in her nose. Freddie is able to see through his mouth, and Charlie sees through his beak. They actually wrote the kid a serious letter on how the show works. That is fantastic, because that's not talking to, oh, they're real, it's a real hippo. It's really, really good for children. Oh, here you go.
Oh, this is the one I get.
Get the big one.
Make sense of this. Handwriting, cursive, by a child.
Oh, here, we'll swap out because I can read cursive.
Well, I can read cursive. It's just very sloppy, by Miss Denise Fisher. Okay,
Denise, I hope your penmanship
Denise
is better.
has a phone number.
Oh, we should call it.
We should totally call it.
It's 867-5309.
All the people and animals on the new Zoo Review. You don't do this, but I want to know if I can come on television on your show. And if you have a problem, ask me. I just want to watch you. I hope you are in a fight. I can talk with you whenever you're in trouble. I am 12. So explains the
12-year-old,
cursive.
yeah.
Older girl here. I am 12, and I know you're leaders of the show, but I'd like to know if I can help just one time or two. My parents said it was okay. If I can come, will you introduce me on television? I don't want to make you think that you have to let me, but I would love to. My mom said I could get out of school to come because I'm smart in school. Well, I just want to know. And if I can come, you can just give me the answer, my phone number.
There you go. So that's a kid who watches and dreams of being a hero and saving
I would
the
laugh if it
characters.
said Denise was on episode. I'm just kidding. Forward to WFVD TV in Chicago.
Well, what happened is, this kid wrote New Zoo Review, Channel 9 Television. That's all they wrote. So the post office was able to send it to the right
This was the
address.
response from News and Review?
Yeah, it's the top page.
Oh, I didn't see that. Dear Denise, we, the News and Review, are in the receipt of your letter requesting that you were able to appear on one of our shows as a guest or a helper. We are very pleased that you would offer to do this and would very much like to be able to have you. However, this is where it goes,
It was so close.
Unfortunately,
Denise almost had
this
it.
is our company policy that our program is a closed set, which means outside people are not allowed in the area, plus the fact that you live so very far away. We wish there was some way that we could arrange for you to appear with us and our characters and actors, as we would very much like to make all our children as happy as possible. Oh.
All right.
Wait, look, it's so cute. We know that you understand our position, being the big girl that you are.
Oh.
And I hope the disappointment is the offset with this autographed photo enclosed and your certification of belonging to the New Zoo Review fan club.
This letter is the equivalent for an older kid of, look, it's not you, it's me. Okay, it's not working out.
I love that one.
This one's short and sweet. Dear Freddie Frog, I like the way you act and I love you. I would like to see you in person in your suit. So would you come to my house whenever you have time? But please write before you come. My address is Cicero, Illinois.
Yeah.
Illinois. Love, Patricia Ann Kochman. And they sent a picture of Freddie alone.
Aww.
Isn't that great?
I think she wrote it on Dad's workstation.
Yeah, she was at work with Daddy.
She was at work with Dad.
Look at this. This is a fancy kid. This is round stationery.
Wow.
And they sent it in a big envelope because it's not folded.
No.
Dear Freddie, My son watches you every day, and when you wave, he waves back.
Aw.
He says you wave to him. He has a Freddy the Frog doll he takes to bed, and he has Freddy and Henrietta and Charlie finger puppets. He wanted me to send you a Christmas card, and I looked in the TV guide and saw something. It's Indiana after WKBS, and through it was Indiana. So I sent it. Oh, she's saying where she sent it, how she got it to them. It came back. Eddie was very disappointed. Eddie is 20 physically, but only 7 mentally.
No.
Please write to him. Oh, I'm going to cry. Please write to him if you can. It would mean so much to him. Thank you, and have a very happy new year. I am enclosing the Christmas card. God bless you, and hope you are on TV for a long time. I am his mother, Mrs. Ida Mae Supp, and his name is Eddie Supp. And they wrote, Dear Eddie, I'm going to cry. I am glad that you watch our show every morning. Since you are such a devoted fan, we would like to make you an honorary member of the New Zoo Review fan club. So please find and enclose your New Zoo Review membership card. Also, pictures of the whole gang and a bumper sticker. Hope you enjoy and watch the show.
Sticker.
Sincerely, Freddy Frog. They signed it Freddy the Frog. Oh my, you imagine how Eddie felt getting that letter?
Yeah.
That they cared enough to send it in character? And kudos to Mom. Because Mom was like, Mom could have been, look, I sent it, and it came back. Mom kept going.
That is so
I
cool.
love it. You want to read this one? It's easy to read. Right, big and bright.
The New Zoo Review. I'm not going to read all that. Dear Freddy the Frog, my name is Jenna Ann Goss. How have you been doing? I just finished watching your show. How old are you? I am 5.
I think Mom wrote this.
Is she asking about how old the show is? Each person? Oh,
How
Freddy
old?
the Frog.
Yeah,
only? Okay.
yeah.
Love
Yeah,
Jenna.
Freddy the Frog.
And
People
then she
really
gives
like
her
Freddy.
address to Dallas, Texas. I liked Henrietta. She gives her address, and it said, well, all it says on here is, send Freddy. What's the date?
They were telling somebody to send Freddy the Frog
Something
pictures,
Freddy.
so they sent
Yes.
Freddy, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this one's really good. I like this one. To the New Zoo Review cast. This is from Lexington, Kentucky. James Wayne Wages. Dear New Zoo Review cast, I would like to have a small photo of the whole cast in color. That is, if you all don't mind, but it's really spelled wrong. Yours very truly. P.S. Be sure the photo is in color.
He really wants it in color,
It's
man.
very particular
Did they
about
write
it being
he
in
got
color.
it in color?
Sent whole cast.
Oh, no
It was
news.
probably black and white. This one, they drew a little picture of a family. You can sort of see that. Little family. Please, dear everyone, can you send me a picture of Henrietta, Freddie, Charlie, Freddie, Frida, Mr. Dingle, Doug, and Emmy Joe?
That's Chuck and Emmy Joe. It's not a family.
This is my address.
Looks just like
and the picture at the bottom is yours. So they're trading. They sent a picture of them, so you can send a picture back. And that's Sandra Kozubowski from Chicago, Illinois. Folks, look at this.
Yeah,
we're
can't
never
go
going to get
forever.
through them all.
Skip through to see
We're
if
going
we
to skip
find a
through to find some.
few.
I mean, they're all amazing. If we'd skipped, we wouldn't have found that round one.
I know.
I want to find the really angry one.
Oh, here's another drawing. I love the drawings. I think it's supposed to be Freddy the Frog, but you know, how old are they? 5 years old. Oh,
Here, Teresa Powell writes, Dear Emmy, Joe, and all, my name is Teresa Powell, and I am 12. I watch your show every time I get up in time to watch it. I mean, sometimes she sleeps in. I am writing to you because I was wondering if you have more pictures of you, all because I would like one of you. All of y'all look very good in the picture. Well, I wanted to write to you because I wanted a picture. She's very into the picture. And I'm sure it says, sent cast photo, Emmy Joe.
I like this person because she's honest. I watch his show when I get a chance.
Oh, well, you know, when I'm not busy.
Yeah.
I have to attend a lot of tea parties.
It gets gooder every morning.
Oh, it does get gooder. Dear Freddie and Charlie, I have been watching the Zoo Review every day, and I like the way you two play. The reason I wrote to you today is because my friend Teresa Powell told... Oh, we have Teresa. This is Teresa's friend.
Huh?
We already read a Teresa Powell
Oh, we
letter.
did?
This is Teresa Powell's friend, Roger McComb. and he wants a picture, so they sent him a picture.
Oh,
So there's another level of the letters. They're not just all sweet children letters. This is from Paul Nielsen of Fremont, California, who writes.
Maybe you shouldn't say his name on the weird ones.
He's no longer with us. This is.
His children might be.
Well, your dad liked the girl on TV. I wrote to Wonder Woman, so.
That's true.
And
I wrote to Scott.
I have a poster of Heather Thomas from
Yesterday.
The Fall Guys. So we all have our thing.
Still do.
Dear Sir, every so often I watch your show, The News Review. I will watch it only to see Emmy Jo. I think that she is great. I wanted so to get a picture of her, so I wrote to a local station that I would see the News Review on and asked them for your address so that I could write you for a picture of her. He just keeps going on about who he wrote to. They sent me one picture of Emmy Jo and your address. They told me if I wanted more pictures of Emmy Jo, then I might try you directly. I was wondering if you have any pictures that just of Emmy Jo that you can send me. I was wondering if you could send me a copy of each different picture of Emmy Jo that you have. I would very much like a picture that you can send me of her. Do you have any other information on Emmy that you can send me? Just any information you might have. If any of the information is of cost, please tell me the cost and how to order the pictures, and I'll get that information. She is super. And they wrote, Dear Mr. Nielsen, at your request and for your pleasure, enclosed are 2 pictures of Emmy Jo. Emmy shows herself to be a fine singer and dancer, as well as an accomplished actress. She earned her degree in speech and theater from Southern Methodist University and is a graduate of the American Academy of Dramatic Arts on a scholarship. Miss Peden is married to Doug Momery, and they recently became the proud parents of a baby girl. You've been friend-zoned, sir. Dear Freddie the Frog, tell Charlie that I said hello, and Emmy Jo too, and Doug, and Henrietta Hippo, and I wants to be on the show. I am 10 years old, and I watch your show in the summer, and I want to swim in Freddie's pond.
I'm surprised how many older kids watch this show.
Monica Teeler wants to swim in Freddie's pond. She's from Shawneetown, Illinois.
I wonder how long the show aired for. Because 74, I would have only been like 3.
It aired.
But I have vivid memories.
It aired
of watching
72
the
to
show.
76, I believe, and then it was in reruns for a long time.
Oh, that's where I watched it.
Yeah. Okay, this is an apology letter from. There's no name. No name at all. They were so embarrassed. Dear News Review, sorry I haven't been writing, but I've been busy. Probably my brother will call me a baby for writing. I mean, I'm 11. Oh, I have a baby brother. He's a little over 4 months old. When he gets older, I'll get him to watch the show. Well, there ain't nothing to say, so I'll just say bye. Sincerely, nobody.
Wonder why he wouldn't explain it.
And then somebody sent...
Unable to respond, no name on address.
Dear Emmy Jo, the songs are pretty, and Henrietta is pretty too. Emmy Jo, you are pretty too. Laura Neal, 4 years old. So that's your age.
Mm-hmm.
So if your mom had cared to write to the show...
I know. Hello, Mom. What happened? It's okay. I finally got my fan club.
Okay, we got a doozy. I'll read fast. Dear Henrietta, I'm not an acquaintance of yours, so I'll make a very short introduction of myself. I'm an overgrown fan of yours. I'm grown, married, and 20. I know that the News Review is for kids, but I can't help but rush to my TV every morning. My wife thinks I'm a nut because I get so much of a kick out of your show. But you are really great. Like the morning when you got stuck up on Doug's roof trying to paint, I fell out of my bed laughing at you. I think your southern accent plays a great part in getting you over. Getting you over. I don't know what that means. Freddie and Charlie and the rest of the gang are good, but you take the cake. Speaking of cake, your appetite tickles me pink. Are you really that big? You dance very well. And Charlie is really a great dancer. It just goes on and on. Please contact me, he says. And he wants pictures. And that's Michael Graves of Nashville, Tennessee.
There's another one. I'm way over the age. I hope that you'll do adult programs too.
This one's great. It's so short and sweet. Dear New Zoo Review, what is the name of the lady and man? And her mom writes, my daughter wants to know the real names of the two actors who play the man and the woman. And they sent him a letter. Dear Henrietta, you're cute. Would you send me a picture? Would like one of the whole cast too if you can swing it. Keep the Outdoor Gardening and Karate Society in line. Sincerely, John Cunningham, dentist. Talk about a show that cut through all ages, right?
Definitely did.
All right, we got a good one here. We got a good one. From Jessica to Doug from Garden Grove, California.
Hey, local. Huh?
This is you, Doug.
Look at the picture on the back.
Oh my God, it's precious. Yeah, she wrote to Doug Mulmurray, News and Review, KTTV, that's Channel 11,
Yeah.
Hollywood, California. No zip, and it still got there.
Yeah.
Try that now.
Now that looks just like that.
It looks just like him. This is June 1975. My name is David. I would like a poster of Freddie, Henrietta, Charlie. I would like a lunchbox with them on it as well. Please write back, David. And David sent a colored page.
Aww.
A coloring page of Freddie Frog.
They did good on it.
Yeah. Really, really cute. Thank you for your letter and terrific picture of Freddie. The only posters we have are of Henrietta, so I'm enclosing one for you. As the matter of the lunchbox, we are not in the business of merchandising and do not have these products in stock. If your mother would like to write to Aladdin Industries, they will be able to advise her of what stores in your area carry the New Zoo lunchboxes, bags, and thermos bottles. Did they
make them?
Did they have a lunchbox?
I didn't have that lunchbox.
I have to have a lunchbox.
Yeah.
I'd say to put these letters in, but I'm not going to have these
go on
letters
eBay
after tomorrow.
this. Wow.
This lady writes, Marianne Salmon from Pacifica, California says, congratulations on your show dealing with birth and reproduction. I am the mother of 5 children, and I wish you continued success in programming. Isn't that very nice?
Am I able to interrupt you?
Are you coming in?
I just want to show the camera real quick the New
Oh
Zoo
my gosh, it's
Review
one of those plastic ones.
The
vinyl
Look at
lunchbox
that.
My era. Let me
with
see.
thermos.
Let mommy see. Oh, wow.
Yes, very rare.
Yeah, I would have carried that. Still carry that.
That would go on a shelf. It's for display only. A lot of them are just moms writing in saying, my
Anything to my
kid loves the
child.
show. Do you have
You can
anything?
send anything. Yeah, that's what the last one just said,
Yeah.
please. Please send pictures.
Okay, we have one here. This was written on stationery of pharmaceutical drugs, so probably at the doctor's office. Dear Emmy Joe, my name is Catherine Joanna Flynn, and I am 4.5 years old. I watch the New Zoo Review a lot, and you are my favorite friend. If you come to Memphis sometime, please spend the night at my house. If you can't come, please send me a picture of you, signed if possible. If you come to Memphis, I will give you 2 pretty flowers. Your friend, Joanna.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing?
Dear Zoo Review, I watch your show every day. I was wondering if I could spend 6 days with you and your friends.
6, very specific.
I want to introduce me to your friends when I get there, and I will give you my phone number. Phone number is in the letter. You will pick me up from the bus station. I'm going to enjoy a lot. If I have a choice where I stay, I choose to stay at Doug's house. I like him. When will I be able to come, and what time should I be there? It's so funny. I hope I have a good time in your neighborhood. Signed, Marjorie Ann Horick. P.S. On Sunday, I have to be in Pennsylvania at 2:30. I'm having trouble finding a way to get up there. I was hoping you could give me a lift.
Oh, if you're in the area. I don't suppose... No.
That is great. They forwarded it over to programming. That's a great letter.
Dear friend,
That's great.
I like the New Zoo Review. Like, I hope when Doug and Emmy Joe get this, that this goes right on the refrigerator.
I hope they post it on Instagram.
Look at it,
Because I bet
1975.
you if this person is around,
This person's still around. They're
they
our
may be
age.
following their page. You know, like
La 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 la
that would be
la.
so cool if you're following their page and suddenly your childhood letter or drawing
Yeah,
or
and that would be
comes up on
Ryan
your page.
Drossen from Whitewater, Wisconsin.
Ryan, I hope you get to see this again.
Dear Sir or Madam, you recently produced and are marketed a children's program called the New Zoo Review. And because of that show, I'm writing you. My wife and I are frog freaks. That is, we collect frogs in every manner, including live frogs and toads. We have quite an extensive collection stemming from a chance remark made several years ago about me being a Prince Charming. At any rate, we've been looking for a frog costume like your Freddy Frog, and we have not been successful at all. Our collection includes ceramic, stuffed, pictures, vodka displays, live three-pound bullfrog that my wife carries around in a baby blanket, and right down to a tiny toad, no bigger than a thumbnail. Altogether, we estimate our frog population to be about 400, and we still buy every new one we can. Our daughter just got back from Mexico and brought us a very fine abstract frog. Might we make you an offer to buy your frog costume? 2 if you have a spare? We give a number of parties, and when we go, we always wear our frog shirts, but a frog costume would really knock them out. Larry Usoff, Jacksonville, Florida, the first furry ever recorded in history of the world, right there. Dear frog lovers, in response to your letter, I'm sorry to advise you, the costume we use is not for sale. It was made specifically for our show by Sid and Marty Krofft, and therefore I couldn't even begin to advise you how to make one. You could contact the following costume companies which are manufacturing New Zoo Review costume characters. Sensible Products, Palatine, Illinois. In closing, I want to wish you success, but watch out for warts. That's a fantastic response. Oh, this is one of my favorites. This is a little kid one. We read this one earlier when we were going through these. Dear Freddy the Frog, I used to watch you on TV, but I cannot watch you anymore because you are not on anymore. Please write back to me. Love, Lisa. U.S. Postal Service. Oh, it's Lakewood, California, which is like 5 miles from here. Dear Lisa, I am telling Susan, who works at Funko, to write this letter, and I'm telling her what to say. My fingers are too big to type. In fact, my fingers are so big, Lisa, that I have trouble holding a pencil. It makes me sad that I can't print nicely like you can. You can still watch me on TV. I am on Channel 11 at 6:30 in the morning. I know that's early, but maybe you can watch sometimes. Yours truly, Freddy the Frog. Isn't that amazing? Just a couple more here. This one's on Fun Stationery. Dear New Zoo Let's try it again.
You don't have to even read that part. We know it's
No. Dear New Zoo Reverse. I watch your show every morning. I love your show. It comes on at 6:30 to 7. I loved your show Monday, December 29th, 1975. Judy Harris. Isn't that amazing? Judy Harris from Grantsboro, North Carolina. All right, now we're going to read the last letter, the best letter right here. This is the best one. This was the one we got out of the box, and it just endeared us to the whole thing. And that's where we said, we have to make sure that these get back to Doug and Emmy Joe if they're still around, and they are. So we're going to send all these back to Doug and Emmy Joe, and hopefully they share them with all their fans. Dear Sir, January 26, 1976. We have been watching your program New Zoo Review for nearly a year now. Henrietta lives in my living room, I should say kitchen. Charlie in my lab, and Freddy the Frog in my swimming pool. Emmy Joe and Doug, especially Emmy Joe, are my best friends. I watch them every day for nearly a year. It was a great, nice, clean, decent show from my little one. My child is almost 3 years old, and she just doesn't understand how her little world could suddenly come to an end. I think it is awful. Why did your company do such a horrible thing? She is over here, writing her letter now, wishing to know, why did you do such an awful thing? Explain, please, and send some inexpensive pictures of your gang. She is hurt deeply, and so am I. They're referring to the cancellation of the New Zoo Review. Every morning, she dances with her pal Emmy Joe and Henrietta. I called the TV station We always watch it on WCCB, Channel 18 here in Charlotte, North Carolina. So, please get us another contract and put it back on. It was loved by thousands, I'm sure, and most certainly by my little one. Her name is Jane. She is writing you a letter now, expressing her thoughts to hurry and come back on. Any hopes? Ever? We miss you. If you have any pictures or memos, whatever, not so expensive, please let me know. She loves you. We love you, Henrietta and Emmy Jo and all the gang. Mrs. Virginia Clay and Jane Clay, Charlotte, North Carolina. And she enclosed the letter that her little girl wrote to the Newsy Review saying, please come back. This was in a box, folks, at the swap meet.
She put her handprint on it.
She put her handprint on it. I mean, that's what kids do, right? Jane, are you still around? I bet your hand's bigger now.
Yeah.
Dear Jane, she wrote it back to the little girl. We at the Newsy Review are very sad that we cannot be on your television anymore, but we are happy that you wrote us your nice letter saying you will miss us. We want you to have some special things, and you will find them in this package. Thank you for being such a good fan. It's so.
Why did he know so what they sent her?
I'm sure they sent her everything.
I bet she got it all.
I bet she got it all.
Yeah, I don't see anything written, and they normally do that. What a bummer. In his handwriting, Jane's letter. That's all.
So, over the course of the video, I've cut in some pictures of some of the letters. As we go to the end here, we're almost an hour. I'll take pictures of it, as many as I can, and put them in, and you can pause and read them if you want. I really wanted to keep these. I think they're so amazing and so filled with emotion. But sending them back to the people who received them in the first place in 1973, 4, and 5, and 6 makes me so happy. I wish I could be there to watch them open it.
Yeah, I'm glad they're going back to where they belong.
It's amazing. What a journey. Where have they been?
At a local swap meet. Days away from being thrown away. It's so weird.
We saved them, and they're going back. So here's to Doug and Amy Jo. It was Doug's idea to do the show. He was the brainchild behind it all. And does he know how many kids he affected over the years?
His daughter's made it a mission by all that she does for them now and their fans and social media and now on Facebook.
Yeah.
I mean, and on YouTube. And so, yeah, they know what they did to the world.
Okay, so we'll end this video before the photo gallery with the letter that I wrote to Doug after he wrote me his email. Dear Mr. Mulmery, hope I'm pronouncing that right. Thanks for getting back to me. I grew up in the 1970s and watched the Newsy Review all the time. I have fond memories of the show. It was one of those shows that almost seems like a dream when you get older. My wife Rachel, who grew up watching the show as well, and I like to hit the local swap meets and flea markets on the weekend to unearth treasures. Imagine our shock when we came upon this treasure trove included in this package. Actual fan letters sent into the show during its heyday. Wow. When we read through them, we had tears running down our faces. I'm holding it together pretty well, but the last one got me.
The first time we read them.
Yeah, oh yeah. The letters are so filled with emotion and care. Truly a treasure. I immediately knew they had to be returned to Doug and Emmy Jo after all these years. Where have they been? How did they end up in a box next to used shoes and old DVD movies? Oh, the stories they can tell of their adventures. I am honored to return them to you where they rightfully belong. I hope Henrietta Hippo, Freddie the Frog, Charlie the Owl, and everyone else are still doing great after all these years. They sure mean a lot to people, including me and my wife. So, any last words before we wrap this up?
It's been years since they even talked about the show, but it's funny how it takes you back to like...
Oh, immediately, yeah.
Playing on the floor, putting puzzles together, and that being on in the background. So, I love this show. It meant a lot to me. So, finding something like historical that belonged
to it, yeah. Not just the lunchbox or a coloring book, but...
We find some cool things, but when it's something that you can relate to, makes it even more special.
Every once in a while you run across like, wow. And you're there at the right moment, at the right time, because we didn't even tell the story that we weren't even going to go that day because we had to take Ryder to play rehearsal.
So we were only going to get like early morning and have to leave by 9 to get back over here.
Normally we're there 2 or 3, 4 hours.
Yeah.
This one was a quick trip, and this was the last
never had
aisle.
A lot of money. I mean, we're always limited funds, so we walked through the swap meet twice, really deciding on what we see that needs to come home or what we want.
Which is why it was so shocking when the guy says 200 and Rachel says, yes, of course, we'll take it.
I said, we need to go home anyways. We're done. Take it. Done.
But yeah, on a shortened trip, on the last aisle, we found, to anybody else, you have to be very specific for this to mean anything to you. So every once in a while, the sky parts and the light comes down and you find it. So we found it.
And that's why we love the weekends. Love the weekend.
Now sing the song.
It's the news review.
It's the news review coming right at you. All right. We'll see ya. Bye, Henrietta. Bye, Freddie. Bye, Doug. Bye, Emmy Joe.